The Trump administration has Musk's back. Many, if not most, Krugman writes, of the small investors will be dragged into fueling this Musk juggernaut. Tough words, tough times. Nobel Prize-winning economist Paul Krugman, the author of that piece and his Paul Krugman Substack, joins us now on a fitting day, on Trillionaire Day. Welcome, Paul.
Hi there.
You make several critiques. I wonder if you could start with kind of what I've read to be your most conservative kind of math critique, which is you basically lay out why you don't think this thing is worth what it claims to be worth.
Yeah, imagine that Musk had a spiritual awakening and went to a monastery somewhere. What's left? What is SpaceX? It's a medium-sized satellite launch company. That's an okay business, but it's not a huge business. Attached to a really bad AI model. Grok is by all accounts terrible. The only thing it has over the others is that it does non-consensual porn. And that in turn is bolted to what's left of Twitter, which has been turned into a right-wing Nazi-infested wasteland. That's the business. How is this thing being valued as worth almost as much as Microsoft? Which is supplying the software that, like it or not, the world runs on. So this is crazy. The valuation, there's no conceivable way. It would be one thing if you thought that Musk had a real track record of actually pulling off technological miracles routinely. If you thought he was going to put a colony on Mars and data centers in space. But in fact, he has 15 years of promising the great things that were going to happen that have not happened. I started off my thing today by talking about riding the Hyperloop and the Tesla self-driving taxi and all of these things that don't actually exist, even though Musk promised that they would exist. So this is it really is a Ponzi scheme with the additional thing that's a Ponzi scheme where a lot of the chumps didn't choose to be chumps. People are being forced effectively to buy into SpaceX because the indexes are including it, even though by the normal rules they should not. There's also a lot of institutions. I've been discovering that a lot of universities, up my alley, have a lot. There are universities that have 10 or 15% of their endowment invested in SpaceX. So this is a tremendous. This is a rigged system. Sorry, but this is genuine rigging. Clearly, the system has all been tilted into producing this absurd valuation that makes the world's first trillionaire.
Yeah, and then there's that side, the society and government side, which is they set the highest tax rate at $500,000.
Yeah.
And if you go back far enough, that might have made some sense. Do you know, is there any economic or policy reason why we wouldn't have another ledge at $5 million and $100 million and try to loop in the equities in that?
Yeah, I mean, the best economic growth America ever had, the real boom time for the middle class was in the post-war years. And under that socialist Dwight Eisenhower, the top bracket was, I think, 91%, right? We did fine. We also used to have significant, really high inheritance taxes. We used to tax corporate profits at a much higher rate than we now do, and with many fewer loopholes. So a lot of major corporations pay little or no taxes. So yeah, and we did fine. All of our history says that. Look, if you ask why do people believe that it's really important to have low taxes on the rich, you have to ask who pays for that opinion, right? It's the old lie. It's difficult to get someone to understand something when his salary depends on not understanding it. So this is the idea that low taxes on rich people is essential is the classic zombie idea. It should have been killed many times over by evidence, but it just keeps shambling along, eating people's brains because there's money behind it.
Is there something in your view that is wrong, that is immoral, with a certain level of singular wealth accrual, whether that's $1 billion or 10 billion, or now, today's the first day we'd ever say it, yeah. Should a human have $1 trillion while people starve?
Well, that seems, it certainly seems immoral. You don't have to be a believer in perfect equality to think that there's something kind of obscene about this much wealth along with this much suffering. But I think there's a more immediate concern, which is what does it do to